Here we go, top performers from the week. Take a look, Aaron Munguia, another big game, 330 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Wesco East guy. He's almost 1,500 yards already. Hard to believe. How about the passing numbers for Justin Salinas? We talked about it, 337 yards and 4 touchdowns. That Porter Rivera game last night had a lot of passing. And the receivers, well, it looks like this with Jose Luis Bacanas again for Porter Cowboys, looking good, and 2 from Mac High, Cole Yardo and Philip Cantu. But what a lot of people were talking about, especially in San Benito on Friday night, was the return of the 1961 Greyhounds. And Brendan Fitzgerald was there. Yeah, it was a fun night at Bobby Morrow Stadium when 50 years later they come back and remember, and they got a bunch of team members together to remember that season, that team that's widely regarded as the best in school history.
Some still live in San Benito, others have moved on, but Friday night offered a chance for a special group of Greyhounds to get together and remember one of the best seasons in school history.
Well, I'm going back down maybe one more time, deep down home, October Road. And I'd like to see that little friend of mine that was left behind once upon a time.
Some of these guys I haven't seen in 50 years, and this is special.
Memories, always, it's 1 in a million. 50 years, that's, it's getting up there, and it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
It's the camaraderie of all the players together. We just loved each other. That was great team.
San Benito football looked a lot different back then. There was no field turf or spread offense, but the important things were there. Packed stadiums on Friday nights and a winning tradition. The 61 Greyhounds went 12-1, won the district championship in 16-3A, and made it all the way to the state semifinals.
The team that beat us went to state and lost by 1 point, 7-6 to Dumas. We could have been there. We could have played with anybody there on the state level.
The glory days, it was just exciting. It was a great time to be here at San Benito High School, and we just loved every minute of it.
I can't put it into words. It's so special, and especially to see these guys. It's great.
And Vince Galvan there, they're talking about he was holding the trophy. He said, too, on the video that they showed at the stadium that he hit the guy for Nederland that ended up scoring the touchdown on that play. He still thinks about it 50 years later. If he could have stopped him, he thinks they could have won the game. They could have played with anyone in the state that year. But a great team. They all had good fun. It was fun at Bobby Morrow on Friday. And a big thanks to KSBG-TV, the school station, who put together a lot of that stuff. It was fantastic. Greg, your book, Border Ball, you talk a lot about the 61 Greyhounds. Recollections, what you learned about them, and where their place is in Valley history.
Well, their place in Valley history is pretty tight, man. I mean, that was an era where there were a lot of good teams down here. There were a lot of kids from those teams going off to play in the Southwest Conference. Greyhounds from 57 to 62 were 53-9-1. Probably the best team down here, them in PSJA, although Donna won the state title. Mercedes went 3 deep in 57. Ed Couch was undefeated in 59. That was a period in which we were good. Now, as far as them being the best in school history, I know there's some people out there saying, well, the 2004 team also went 12-1.
True.
The fact is, they went to the state semifinals in that year. And you can say, well, but they only won 2 playoff games. And I'm not trying to say only as if they weren't good, because they were awesome. Helms up to grab but you will always get some argument from them guys. Randy Raisin and them in 2004 talking about, well, we won as many games as they did. But it definitely shows you that there was once a point in time, and I think we're getting back to that, where this area was outstanding and sent a ton of kids on to college. I think it's starting to happen again to a lesser extent.
I think so, too. All right, we are coming right back on Sunday Sports Extra. We'll be right back after this.